We're not borrowing that again, by the looks of it.
Cheers. So your first ever one?
Yeah.
Nice. Enjoy.
We are 6 minutes away from delivering £10,000 worth of check. Hello, and hello, Lizzie. I saw Chris had packed up your partner's Switch today, I believe. I'm sure I saw Isle of Man on there. I didn't actually check the name. But yes, Gaza, how we doing? You good? Wasted Barrel. Wasted, how we doing? You good? Oh, it is the pre-live. It is the live before the actual live, and it's where I talk about stuff that is live and is ending at 8 PM. Shalom, Jackie. Also, I have a natter with you guys anyway, and if I'm new to your screen, don't worry, I'll run through some introductions. You'll get a feel for who I am, what Com City is, etc. So you'll know how to like enter comps and stuff by the end of this. And yeah, we'd like to have a little natter. Yeah, I'm sure I'll have to check with Chris. I'm sure, because I only glanced at the box, and I'm sure it was. I'm sure I saw IOM on it. How are we doing, Nicola? You good? What is the question? If we can answer, we shall try. Do you want for instant coffee? This is nice coffee. So I need to get them adjusted. I used to stream quite often, actually. I was in just before, it was around the time that Com City started, and I delved into it. It can make it fun because you eventually get a community behind you, and you get regulars watching, you get like people interacting in chat and stuff like that, but it does require consistency. If you're streaming to it, and also it will start extremely small. You're lucky if you'll have 1 or 2 viewers to start, so keep that in mind if you're deciding to do the streaming. I'd invest in a good microphone if you can. I don't know what your budget is. These are quite budget friendly, the HyperX Quadcast. I would invest in a decent camera. So I'm is this the Pro? I think it's the Razer Kio Pro, I want to say. So 1080p 60 frames. So I would say invest in that, so then at least you're getting a bit of quality back and forth with your audience. And yeah, there's so much you can do on there. Like I did horror games. Oh, thank you, Lizzie. To be fair, we had good fun, didn't we? We did have good fun. I did like horror games. I played like Call of Duty. What I would say is play what you want to play, because algorithms will naturally push towards those, like, you know, that you like Stone Mountain and Tinder Tapman and stuff. If you're playing like Ark Raiders and Call of Duty and stuff like that. So play what you want to play, and the viewership, as long as you're consistent and you kind of have mine died off because I had to focus on what you see now, so I had to focus on Com City, and it's actually quite a lot of hours because I used to, rather than just go live, I would do like a little post in the day, which I think is quite important, so set up a page and stuff. I used to do it on Facebook mainly, and do like stupid little what's the word I'm looking for? Like thumbnails and things, because it grabs anybody who's like scrolling through it or grabbing attention, and then they might give you a watch. So it was good. I did do 12 minutes game. I did, yeah. That was good. Underrated that was. Which is good. Yeah, have a think about it. See how you get on. It's if you again, depending on budget, if it's something you enjoy, I've been quite lucky at the moment because the system I use is quite powerful. However, ideally, if you're going to be streaming properly, you should have like a separate little, basically a little PC setup that is just for streaming, and then you can capture card like what you're playing, or use, you know, from another monitor and put that on display. Because if anything happens to the PC that you're gaming on, you're still live and you can still interact with your community. Sometimes, you know, if this is crashed or something, like I had issues with this a few months ago. And Ray had to sort of take over and do the live draw because it just kept crashing and it just kept freezing. So there's that side of things. There's a multitude of things to consider, but yeah, just see how you get on and then see what platform you want to do. I can see you commenting from Twitch. Twitch is quite. I could have gone onto Twitch. It's quite a. You've got Kick as well, things like that as well. Yeah, probably won't do Slabs, Sophie, to be honest, because. It's just a loophole. Slabs, not a loophole. It's like, you know, you could order them, get excited, and then they could be false. I'm not risking getting into Slabs. I'd rather just do ETBs and like bundles and stuff. I know other sites do Slabs, and kudos to them for doing it. And I know Slabs are quite popular, but also I've seen how the market is at the moment with Slabs. So I've got a friend who's like super into Pokemon, like super. And he's actually using it as an investment tool and trying to, like, at the moment, like, the market's crashed. So, you know, I know it'd be kind of annoying to sort of purchase at a high price and then get tickets on it, and then people go, hang on, why are the odds so crap? Well, because we bought her at a high price, so we need to put the tickets in to cover the original price. It's too, what's the word I'm looking for? Come on, brain. Not chaotic, although that's a good word. Oh, they use it for crypto. Volatile. We got there in the end. My brain is not quite firing on all cylinders. But yeah, yes, I think I got there before you put that in chat though, so I'm happy. But yeah, you got PSA, you've got what's the one in Australia? You've got loads of companies, but it's just I don't want to run the risk of like purchasing something from eBay and it being I know you could do that with ETBs and you could do that with consoles and stuff as well, but yeah, and I think no one's really asked for Slabs until now. I think two people actually, you and someone else, but same kind of argument. And because I'm not 100%, I'd have to rely on my mate quite a lot because me and Ray aren't like heavily invested in terms of Pokemon. I'd have to find him, and then that's just like hours of my time sort of having discussions with him and then learning the market and stuff and what have you. So it's quite tough in that sense. And then ETBs and stuff are a safe bet. We'll always have some form of Pokemon something on the website because I know ETBs are quite popular. Well, the Phantasmal sold out already, even at the very low odds of just 20 tickets that are a tenner. So that seems to be a popular price. But I know the Phantasmal Flames has recently got some really, really good pulls in there, so I know why that's doing well. So we've got a fair few of those. If you want to see more of those on the site, we can have a look. Yeah, it's tough. How are we doing, Beverly? You good? Bring back Scott streams. What else have I missed? Fortnite Battle Pass. How you doing, Maffy? You good? Becca, what's up? Sorry, I got sucked into other ones. I did a count restriction. Heals might improve my luck when I come back. Have I actioned it? I'll check those. Depends when you put it in. I can't remember a Matthew Williams if I restricted that person. So I need to check that. If it was done today, I've been sorting stuff out because I'm going away this weekend. I'm going to Rotterdam to see Electric Callboy, which is like a parody rock band. So it's like imagine Eurovision and a heavy metal band having a baby, and that's Electric Callboy. But yeah, I had fun on the streams, and I think because what you see is what you get here. So if you kind of enjoy sometimes, obviously I'm a bit more business minded here, and I'm talking about Comp City, but like I was interactive with my audience, I would have like scare things. That's another thing for you as well. If you go down the horror stuff, is get like a jump scare set up. People love that. And I'll be honest, it was, especially when I was playing a game called Visage or Visage. My God, that was intense. And like you said you got Turtle Beach, I got a set of Astros. So that was quite intense, having like screams and stuff coming through your ears when you're already like kind of like panicking. How you doing, Ryan? You good? Sophie, did I miss anyone else? Nicola, I think I caught everybody at the beginning, but I was just answering questions off the bat. So, see, easily distracted me. Easily distracted. Plot twist was lovely. So that bit as well. But yeah, streaming is fun, but it's also it is time consuming. So it's, you know, you're spending hours to an audience, sometimes not to anybody. And I would say it's quite important to make those efforts to do those little thumbnails, to do, if you're on Twitch, I don't know too much about Twitch other than I know I'm streaming on Twitch now, but it's just literally we use Twitch as a platform so people can see. We don't use it to its extent where you've got all the links and stuff underneath and the Discord and things like that and the / things set up, you know. There's so much you can do with Twitch, so Twitch is quite a good platform. But I quite enjoyed Facebook. Facebook was an okay platform as well. Got a question, Scott. Now I have someone attention, hopefully, because my account should be restricted. What happens if I win store credit? Hope my luck builds up, and when I return, she'll be a winner. I missed that one there, Matthew. So Matthew, so basically all a restriction is on our website. So first and foremost, if you're wondering what a restriction is, we here at Com City Giveaways always encourage responsible play. Now what that means, if you're thinking that you're spending a little bit too much, you can always go to your My Account section under the responsible play tab, and you can actually select how long you want a break for. All that does is it removes your payment option. So the moment that we put a restriction on your account, it is a manual process currently. So the moment I put a restriction on your account, any tickets that you've already got in play, don't panic. They don't get deleted or anything. They're still in play. They're still ready to go. If you win any store credits, yes, you can use the store credits. You can still use your wallet. All you can't use is any form of payment method in terms of your cards. What it'll do is block that, and it stops you. Basically, say you win £20 store credit, and then you try and put a £25 order on. I need to mute that a second. And so you try and put a £25 order on. The wallet will allow you to pay for 20 quid, but the moment you try and pay that £5, it'll say you've got no payment option. So you can spend up to the amount that's in your wallet for store credit, no problem, because that's technically a zero pence order. The moment you try and pay for something, you won't be allowed. So that's in play to protect you, the player. So if you find that you're spending too much, or you're chasing instant wins, or you just need a break, just take a break. So as I say, it's the one thing that you'll find here, especially if you're new, and I think a lot of people, it's one of the reasons they stay, I think, is we're so open. Don't get me wrong, as a business, what does a business need? Business need customers, and business need those customers to spend money to survive. However, for us, myself and Ray, at the end of the day, we can guarantee every single draw, but we can't guarantee that any one individual will win. And if you feel that you're spending too much, just take a break. Just request that responsible play. We'll lock the account for a set period of time that you suggest. So you get, I think it's like anything from 1 week to 6 months at the moment. So yeah, get that into play if you need that break. But yeah, we want you to enjoy your time here at Com City Giveaways. We don't want anybody, and I mean anybody, to be in a financial disposition just because you got carried away purchasing tickets. So please play responsibly. Anything else I missed? I talked about the slabs. A slab of what? Is it good? Yeah, so slabs, for anyone that don't know what myself and Sophie were on about, slabs in terms of Pokemon is you can get like a rare card, you can get it graded, send it off to like PSA, Beckett, and I think it's Ace is another one. So it's like 3 main companies. What they do is they obviously assess if it's a legitimate card. They then work out how good the quality that is, from anything to printing. Is there any misalignment? Is there any roughness on the edges? Has there been like a misprint? Is like the Pokemon ball slightly off? They all grade it. What they do then is put it in a slab, so it'll be in like a plastic sleeve, sometimes encased in plastic, and it's graded. The moment that it's graded, that can often shoot the value up of that particular card depending on what card it is, how rare it is, how often, what the pull rate is, and stuff like that. So that's what they class as a slab. So it's an individual card that has been graded and then put into like a plastic wallet essentially. So that's what we mean by slabs. Did it like 2 a.m. Yeah, I've not done any restrictions today, Matthew, so that could be, I'll get it on for you today. So if you want any last minute tickets, by all means you can do so. I will action them after this pre-live. I'll go in and sort them out. We can try some Japanese cards. I know some competitors are doing the Japanese stuff. I'll have to, for the Japanese stuff, I will get in touch with one of my good mates, because he's very like switched on when it comes to the cards and stuff. Anything else? Just curious, Scott, how long is Chill Blast usually at build? So with Chill Blast PCs, they're around 5 to 7 days, sometimes a bit longer depending on parts. So if they need to get anything in stock. So there's a slightly slower turnaround with Chill Blast, but obviously the system that you're getting is awesome. And the fun stop and all that. Spot on. Richie just went, you hearing that, lol? Help my bank account. Wonder if I could get a Monopoly property card graded. I am not asking about the pull rate. Law of averages. Just ask as many women on a date as you can, Derek. And then there'll be other draws that you get in. Just thinking of your little thing with your head in your actual kitchen drawer. Oh, what else we got? But yeah, can check. If you... When's Chris next thing? Chris would have been finished now. I can't remember when it was ordered. I know he's ordered the PCs, so that's definitely in play. But I know they build those PCs to order. They're not very often just sat on the shelf ready to send. So we can have a quick look. We get updates anyway, so just drop us a message on Facebook or Instagram or an email. We can get that sorted. We'll just have a quick look for you. My plan tonight to win the metal detector, go detecting and find an Anglo-Saxon horde and retire. Yeah, if you want, check it in comp suggestions, Soph. We can have a look at that. So RAM has gone up hugely, mainly DDR5 because of AI. So AI requires a lot of random access memory to perform what it needs to do. So what's happening is obviously these companies that are spending absolute billions on AI infrastructure, utilizing DDR5 RAM, which is causing essentially like a scarcity for like the regular consumer, which means then obviously the prices shoot up. And also the same for GPUs. GPUs are likely to do the same because the RAM that they use in the GPUs is also being utilized heavily for AI, which means GPU prices will go up as well. So that's crazy. Crazy. I think I've caught up with most of chat. If there's anything I've missed, don't be afraid to pop it back in chat. But I think I've welcomed everyone and stuff. And there's a few watchers now, so I'm going to dive into introductions because I know there's a few names in chat that are new. So first and foremost, if I am new to your screen, I'm Scott. I'm one of the company directors, and as I'm introducing myself, let me as well introduce the team. So you got myself and Ray, we're the owners and directors of Comp City Giveaways. We launched this company back in Comp City back in 2020, so we're just a little over 5 years old now. We've got Mum, aka Candies, our customer services manager, and then we got Chris, our operations manager. Now between those two on the end that you see there, they're the ones that primarily deal with your instant wins. Chris sends all the physical prizes out and stuff and does all the ordering. And then Mum is the person that you'll chat with in terms of if you take a cash alternative or if you want an instant win cash, or a live draw cash. Mum is the primary person that normally gets the payments out, unless they're on annual leave, and then me and Ray do the job, of course. So that's the team. If you haven't guessed already, Comp City Giveaways is a competition website. We are based in Newport, South Wales. Every single prize you see on the website, regardless of how well or bad it does, always goes ahead. So we guarantee every single draw. There are no extensions or rollovers ever. We've done that since day one. It's also part of our terms and conditions, so feel free to go and check out our terms and conditions out. It's one of the things, we're actually quite proud of the terms and conditions, because it's not like a really fine small print. It's like a what do they call it? Like a tabloid. It's really well written. So yeah, part of our terms and conditions. So regardless of if a comp does awful, it still goes ahead. All that means for you, if you've purchased a ticket, is that you've increased your odds. Because if a comp say is only 10% sold, but you've got a ticket, then obviously you have more of a chance of winning because there's only 10% of the tickets sold. So that's that bit. My brain's just like, come on, where's the next bit? So yeah, you've got a feel for who we are already. And how do you enter a competition? So what can I use? We'll use an instant win competition as an example. I'm going to use the PlayStation. So basically, this is going to work for any competition that you want to get involved in. But I'm picking an instant win competition as an example, so I can kind of touch on like how instant wins work for you. By the way, if I'm going too fast or there's anything you're unsure of, we do have quite a substantial FAQ on the website that covers a wide range of subjects, so feel free to check those out. If there's anything that we've missed or you're unsure of that's outside of the FAQ, feel free to drop us a message on like Instagram, Facebook business page, or if we're in chat like this, you can fire the question in chat, and we'll answer as best we can. So yeah, entering a competition chat. Find a comp that you want to get involved in. Like I said, I'm going to use the PS5 comp as an example. Select how many tickets you want to get in for that competition. Go through the checkout process and complete payment. Once that's been done, you're going to be met with a thank you for your order page that'll outline what you've spent, and it'll show you what the website has randomly allocated to you in terms of your tickets. But also, if you're entering an instant win competition, that's the page that will also tell you straight away if you've won an instant win or not. So instant win is normally in the title of an instant win competition. Every instant win comp has what we call an instant win table, as we can see here. This is updated in real time. So we'll use Adam Taylor, for example. So Adam would have gone through the checkout process, purchased his tickets, completed payment. When he saw that thank you for your order page, it would have told him that he's bagged an instant win with ticket number 30,230. We then owe him a PlayStation 5 disc edition or 350 quid. And then his name automatically goes. So these instant win tables are updated in real time. Now, don't panic, because if you're a bit like me, I tend to just purchase tickets on, because I play the odd comp site, not much, just as and when I'm like, ooh, that's quite good odds. I've never won anything, but it's the nature of the game. But if you're a bit like me and you back out of the basket a bit too, the checkout too quick once you completed it, don't panic. You will be met with a thank you, not a thank you for your order page, an instant win email that will be sent to you separately, and that'll outline what you've won and what ticket number, and even have a claim form attached for you to claim your prize. Unless you're like Lizzie's partner and doesn't check his junk email or promotions emails, it'll be sat there ready to go. And you can claim the prize as you need to. So that's how you enter a competition. In terms of our live draw chat, how do we pick our winners? So entry lists are always pre-published on the website. So this is the last time that we went live on the 12th. Have I got one open? I don't, so let's open this up. So entry lists look like this, chat. They will show you what we're drawing for, total amount of tickets that should have sold. So remember I said every draw is guaranteed. And the cost. Now, if a competition doesn't sell out, like I say, we still go ahead, but that will mean there will be missing numbers on the entry list, because not all tickets have sold if it's a competition that hasn't sold out. So you will see missing ticket numbers on an entry list if there's a competition that hasn't sold out. And then what we use, so we currently use what we call a random number generator now, or RNG for short, we call it. Go to Google, type in random number generator, and this is what we use currently is the integrated RNG. Chat, I'm not drawing for anything specifically on this pre-live, so if you can just give me any numbers in chat, I'll show you how it works. So any number range doesn't matter, because I'm not drawing for anything. Derek, for crying out loud. How we doing, Rick? You good? How's things? How did the cash treat you over the Christmas and New Year's? I'm getting the unable to join server message when trying to join the DC. I was in it a while back, but I'm not anymore. What can happen? We've got a what's it called? We got like an automated mod bot on there. So if for whatever reason you didn't 2FA your account, what can happen if you were banned from it for doing anything, or some accounts on Discord of like just post randomly in different places, You'll have to give us your like Discord username and try that way. Because it might just be that there's a ban on there, and we've got, if there's like certain words that are said in quick succession, if there's like spam in the account or something. Oh, nice, man. I just saw Richard's comment there. Disneyland may have been booked. Florida or Paris? Username same as Twitch. Let me look. Nickname edited. New nickname, Aaron. I think that's all I can see it yet. Let's have a look. No. Yourself. Sorry, chat. I'm just seeing if I can find Wasted Barrel from specific user. Riddler. The bigger screen. 2 seconds, chat. Seeing if I can sort out what. No, it's only telling me of a nickname change. I can't see that you've like left the server. Moderator Skynet. Mentions. I'll have a look and see if there's something in play for it. Let me send that to myself actually. So me, what's the barrel? Check Discord for that. Let me join. Unless the link you're using is old. So let me try. I know Lisa popped some stuff in. See if this lets you back in. There we go. Right. Oh, you're in. You're in? Okay. So let me have a look. I think it's under introduce yourself. That normally tells me who's joined recently. There he is. Wasted Barrel. Welcome to Com City. Please read the server. Yeah, verify yourself in that. So go to the rules and verify and just click that you've read them. You will be kicked if you don't verify yourself within 48 hours. So yeah, get that sorted. All right, you're in. You're in. You're in the Discord server. Right, okay, cool. Right, now I need to put that. Sorry, chat. See? Just trying to help the community as I'm doing these pre-lives. Right. Anything else? Unless tech bundle on. Yeah, the Paris one, I do. I think if I was gonna, I nearly had the chance to go to Disneyland, but it didn't work out. But I would like. I think I would like to go. Oh, well, I guess. But then, because apparently it's like it's good for adults as well as kids and like families and stuff as well, which is good. Don't click that link from Stripe Self-Indulgence. Great, and I need to log into Twitch and ban that person. Sorry, chat. I'm multitasking today. I'm multitasking hard. Have we modded you again, Lisa? Are you in chat? I can't remember if Ray modded you on Twitch. If so, I've got to enter a code. Code was sent to ending in 37. 2 seconds, chat. I don't know if Ray's watching the pre-live. 404420. What is the code you just sent me? Or did I mistype it? Ah, okay, I didn't scroll all the way down. Cheeky. Not had a bot in chat for a good while. Definitely mute myself because I'll come through. Where's he gone? You're already banning me. Oh no, there it is. There's the person. If it's stored and chilled. Sorry, chat. You're just looking at my gormless face, but I'm just seeing. At ComCity, best viewers on such and such. No, thank you, ban. Boosh. Sorry, chat. I am back in the room, chat. I just had to ban a bot, was all. Because we like to keep our communities safe, of course. Yeah, why not drive it? I'm doing Rotterdam this weekend, and I'm driving. Me and Ray have done Germany twice last year. We went to watch Witcher and Hans Zimmer, and we drove it, and it's so easy. And once you get, you're doing Folkestone, I assume, like the Le Shuttle? Yeah, be wicked. What are you up to 8 now? What's that hassle? How you doing, by the way? Oh, I'd love to go to Disney, but my kids don't like Disney. Well, just go on your own. Yeah, I think that's why I would like to go to Disney Florida, is because of that. Right, also chat, I asked for numbers, but we got distracted, 1, by helping a member of the community get into Discord, and 2, by blocking a bot. We've got Rich Madden with 5, and we've got Mike Dale with 696969. That sounds like a very good time. Loads of dining for 2 there. I like it. Oh, my mouse is still wired because it needed charging. The chat, imagine this is a competition that we're drawing for. I basically put the number range of that specific comp in, but I'm using your numbers as an example. I basically line it up with generate. Boosh. As I hit generate, each time that I press this button, as you can see, it's going to randomly find a number between that number range. Now, if we land on an unsold number, I'm going to come back to the screen and I'm going to keep hitting generate until we find all of the winners. And that's how we do our live draws currently. Any changes in what we do, we'll notify you well in advance. But this is what we're doing currently. Nice. Nice. We're there now. Right. So I've got through that. So now, let's talk about what is ending. What is ending today? Not those. So chat, everything under competitions ending is closing at 8 p.m. We'll then be live from 9 p.m. to find our winners. We've got the 10p to enter, Switch 2 with Pokemon Legends ZA, always popular, almost always sells out at whatever price point that we put those at, so 10p is absolutely insane. It's around that sort of 65-70% sold mark. But yeah, 10p to play for a Switch 2 bundle. Not doing that great is the Lego The Mandalorian bundle. To get your starship there, the helm, and also the little that people like to call Yoda, but it's not Baby Yoda. Quite a bit undersold, and if you don't want the bundle, £1 an entry, you could bag yourself 350 quid cash instead. So the majority of prizes that we have on the website chat do have a cash alternative that you can opt for if you want. It's outlined in the product description itself. We got the Minelab Vanquish 540 metal detector, 99 pence an entry, a little under 35% sold with a guaranteed draw this evening. So remember, no matter where that yellow bar is, chat, whether it's like really small or nearly sold out, we will still draw for our winner. So every single prize that you see on the website has a guaranteed draw when we go live. We got the Creality Falcon A1 Pro. This is the laser engraver and cutter. Currently on sale at £1.89 an entry. Quite a bit under 50% sold, so really, really good odds for an absolute insane bit of kit. Really, really good bit of kit. Ninja Bundle. These normally do quite well. This is probably the worst performing I've seen in a while. So you get your Ninja Bundle, so your kettle, I think it was like a 12-in-1 setup, your blender, and also your mini blender and stuff as well. 35 pence an entry or £385 cash. We've got the Corsair TC500 gaming chair, choice of colour, or I think 250 quid. Yeah, 250 quid if you want that instead. £2.50 an entry, which means the odds are really, really good on that as well. Pokemon is sold out, so I'll get the entry list sorted for that after this pre-live. And then we've got the MSI Mag for you, 180 hertz, 15 pence an entry, 1440p monitor as well. So really good sort of gaming monitor for those of you, especially if you're quite competitive on shooters. This would be good for, especially 180 hertz would be good for your Call of Duties, your Valorants, your CSGO and stuff as well. And then £100 Comp City store credit. These are quite popular. We do them quite often, which gives you £100 credit to your wallet that you can, you know, spend on any competitions that you see on the website. Speaking of competitions, chat, we've got loads of competitions on the site, including the Gabe Cube. So it's our twist on the Steam machine that's due for release soon, so at some point this year. But we've done our own little ITX build, which is, yeah, I love this thing, to be fair. To be fair, absolutely stunning little build. Perfect to sit on your desk, perfect for a streaming PC. But also perfect. You could technically take that on the go with you as long as you took the plugs and stuff with you. And a little portable monitor. You'd be flipping laughing. So yeah, there's that. We've also got the Leviathan PC, which is a 5090 build. Absolutely insane build. Also chances to win gaming PC, 5070 gaming PCs instantly as well. We've got 500 entries into this competition. So basically you get a code that gives you 500 tickets into this. A lot of you are asking for the Lego, so please get involved in this. So that it's the Lego Venusaur, Charizard, and Blastoise. It is a pre-order, and it's due for release at the end of February. You know what? I was tempted by this myself. I am a Pokemon fan, but I'm not an avid Pokemon fan anymore. But the way this is built and looks is, yeah, it's incredible. We got the Pokemon TCG Sword and Shield Lost Origins. I know there's some good polls in that. There's the Cryo Glows back up. Some of you are asking for telescopes, so that's up and running. TVs, more Pokemon. We've got the Creel House as well. Just be mindful with the Creel House. It's extremely popular and there is a back order on it, but it is listed in the description. We've got the bundles up for grabs as well. So the Bamboo Lab P2S combo, which is with A1 combo as well. As I say, and then we've got our auto draws, which are ending this Saturday. So these will automatically find a winner from 10 PM on Saturday, and get involved. They're from 3p an entry, so why not? Bosh, I've gone through like most of the site there. There'll be some more comps. I need to do some listing after this pre-live as well. But there'll be some more comps going live. I know Ray's working on a big team comp, bruv. So there's going to be a hefty competition going up soon. So keep an eye on that, especially if you're in the market for a lot of moolah. Anything I missed or drive it, done that. Honeymoon, it's not bad. Saw that bit. Motorway trip, the 8 hours. Lowest track. Yeah, so Rotterdam, based on where I'm staying, is about 7.5 hours driving. So it's probably about 8 hours of it, because it's about what 20 30 minutes you're in the Le Shuttle for. So yeah, probably it's going to be a bit of a trek, but I'm looking forward to it. I've never been to Rotterdam, so it's going to be interesting. Food looks great there, the place looks great. I'm excited. Good company too, very good company. Not a clue, Derek. Ray's the Star Wars fan. He's the Star Wars fan. Four, 5, and I don't remember much. I remember the Jaws ride, King. Yeah, like that. King Kong ride and the Grinch. The Grinch. Just not a Ninja fan at all. No, not a Ninja fan. I love it. I haven't got an air fryer, but I've got a decent, like, it's like a blender mix, and if you want to, I just use it to do like my shakes and stuff with, or if I'm making sauces. But you can put like a blender on top of it as well. But I do want like a food processor style version that they do from them as well. I can put in the corner. So I want to get back and do some cooking, like do some proper cooking. Right, chat. So what I'm going to do now, we've had a chinwag. I've discussed some of the stuff that's ending now, and I'm going to do the final breakdown, which basically is me going through the comps again that are ending today. But I've got a little voice to play. My speakers are really loud. That might have double come through. I need a sip of water. Trouble. Satiated now. The internal voices, yeah. What's your mio dear? Bird, bird, bird. Bird is the word. Bird, 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 bird. Bird is the word. No. Nice. Anyway, this is the part of the pre-live that I like to call it's the final breakdown. My internal voice is satiated now. I love that word. Satiated. So chat, everything under competitions ending is closing at 8 p.m. As I say, we'll be live from 9 p.m. to find our winners. So that is going to be the Nintendo Switch 2 with Pokemon Legends ZA, just 10p to play, £1 an entry for the Mando bundle. And that's, as I say, if you don't want the bundle, there's a £350 cash alternative. Really good odds. As I say, it's quite a bit under 50% sold, as we can see. We have the Mind Lab Vanquish 540. I love that name, my Mind Lab Vanquish. Mind Lab Vanquish 540 metal detector, 99p an entry. Up for grabs. First one we've ever done, and it's doing better than I expected. It'd be nice if it did a wee bit better as well. What's that? Richie was like, clip that now. He did like 4 songs there. Clip it. We've got Creality Falcon A1 Pro, a 20-watt laser engraver and cutter, £1.89 an entry. So currently on sale and is quite a bit under 50% sold. So if you're a wee bit of a hobbyist, this is probably a good thing for you to look at. Or maybe you have a business that needs one. Get it in. 35p to play for the Ninja Kitchen bundle. If you like Lisa and you're not a huge Ninja fan, there is a £385 cash alternative. But if not, you can take the bundle, which looks pretty cool. If I do say so myself. Corsair TC500 gaming chair of choice of colour, £2.50 an entry, or £250 cash. Choice is yours. We have the MSI Mag monitors, which is 180Hz, 1440p, 27 inches, because inches sometimes matter. 15p an entry. Really good monitor, especially if you're into your FPS games and stuff as well. Pokemon has sold out, so I'll get the entry list done for that momentarily after the pre-live. And then £100 store credit, chat, 25p to play. And that's £100 store credit that we top up the winner's wallet with, and you can spend that as and when you want to on the website on any comp. So as I say, get your entries in. So chat, I've covered everything. You know how to enter a comp now. You know who we are, what we are, when we are. I'm now going to give you a chance to win some store credit. Some store credit. Some store credit. Someone's out of coffee. Right, chat, all I need from you is a number between 1 and 75. I don't want you swapping. Oi, JC boy. I don't want you swapping or changing your number, so it's 1 number per person. Pick up a penguin. 1 number per person, and I'll spin the wheel. And if it lands on you, great. You could get a £10 store credit. But if you share your number with someone else, I'll split the store credit between you. And I throw in a game if the person who wins or people win. I throw in a game of higher or lower, which can give you a chance to sort of take some more store credit off of me. But I'll explain that if you decide, well, you're doing to play. So I'm going to play a wee bit of music. What do we got? I haven't played this in a while. Woo! Having too much with this soundboard today, chat. Spineth the wheel. 5 spins to try and find some stored credit winner or winners. Boosh 43. Did anybody put for? Oh, Jason Parr was on par there with right next to it with 42. Jason was the other side with 44. Alright, okay, I don't think nobody got 43. Nobody got 43. We go again. We go again. Okay. 57. Did I do that chat? I think I did. We have a Christine Hughes with 57. Nice. Anybody else sharing their number? Nope. Just Christine. Christine, you have bagged yourself a £10 store credit. Entirely up to you. You can stick with £10 or you can play a game of higher or lower. Higher or lower, basically I'm going to explain as you're deciding. Again, you don't have to play. Basically, I shuffle the deck of cards. I show you a card. No, I didn't. 57 is the winner. Oh, it's Jared won as well, is he? I can't see Jared's number. Jared normally comments on YouTube. No, shoot to kill 74. Or is Jared won something? Sorry, I'm getting confused here. Oh, right, okay, you confused me, Gigi, and you win. Okay. But yeah, I can show you a card. The top card, you say higher or lower. If you win, you walk away with a £15 store credit. If you lose, however, you walk away with a £5 store credit. Christine wants to gamble. I've left the jokers in the deck. If I show you a joker, I'll instantly add a £5 on anyway, so you could win up to £20. Right, Christine, your card is... Ooh, 4. You're going to go higher or lower. You know the next card's not a queen, at least. You're going to go higher or lower than a 4. Pew, 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 pew. Pew, 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 pew. Higher or lower than a 4. I'm going to hold it there because I think there's a wee bit of a delay with the stream. But I like to keep these on screen so you can see that I'm not doing that. Alright, Christine wants to go higher. Come on. Yes, Christine. Boosh. So I now owe you a £15 store credit. If you can do me a favour, my dear, drop me a message on our Facebook or Instagram business page. If you follow our, facebook.com/ComCityUK page, just click the messenger. Drop me a message with your email in that's linked to your account, because what that'll allow me to do is find you, and I can top up your account with £15 store credit then. So get that sorted. Yeah, actually, you're right there. If I showed two jokers, no, you're right there. I was like, how? I was like, well, yeah, if it's 2 jokers and they miraculously both be pulled, yes, you are right there. I was like, no, you can't. But no, I am wrong and you are right. Extremely unlikely, but you never know. But yes, you could win up to £25 store credit with me. But yeah, Christine, drop me a message when you get 5 and I'll sort that out for you. Other than that, chat, thank you for joining the pre-live. Quite a few new names in chat, so a huge warm welcome as always to the ComCity Giveaways community. If any of you are in for tonight's competitions, as always, good luck. We'll be live from 9 PM. Comps close at 8 PM, obviously with the exception of the Phantasmal Flames ETB, because I'll get that entry list popped on the site in a moment. But we'll be live from 9. Get your entries in before then, and we shall see you on the live draw. Peace out, A-Town. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. That's my little epilogue. Anyway, love ya. Peace. See you in a few hours.